Hey, what's up? Happy anniversary. Belated anniversary. Look, I'm glad you're here. Today, to celebrate a year of me making these videos, I want to turn the Antoine and the Apocalypse analysis inward. We're going to look at all these videos I've uploaded and see if we can answer one simple question. What was all that about? What's the point of all this? And that's a weird question to ask, and it was a weird video to write, and it's probably going to be a weird video to watch, because I can answer our central question right now. I did all of this. I can tell you the point, right? Right, but that's lame. And this provides us with the opportunity to look back at where we've been and recap what we've covered. And I think that will put us in a good position to finally decipher why this channel exists at all. It's a birthday. It's a birthday, it's an anniversary, it's a celebration. Antoine and the Apocalypse consists of a little over 30 videos, of which there are a couple secret videos and 23 publicly published videos. Of those 23 public videos, there are 12 main videos. You could call them video essays. I'd rather not. Regardless, the 12 main videos seem to form the backbone of the channel. They're all significantly similar in that they feature me examining some particular work or slice of life and seeing what logical conclusions follow thereafter. All the other videos are either outtakes of or footnotes to the main videos, or maybe a compilation of Zelda clips. Anyway, they seem to be supplementary to whatever purpose the main videos serve, so we'll mostly ignore them going forward. Now, I went ahead and summarized our main videos from the Electoral College to Logic. Summarize is maybe not the best word for what I did here. I went off on tangents pretty liberally as I thought about the videos and their themes and their findings. So it's not all super coherent, but it is a lot of fun. So here it is, wherever here is. I'm not good with knowing where the frame of the camera is at any given. So if you want to screen cap and zoom in, read my manifestos, it's whatever. Do you. But otherwise, we're gonna move on. From there, I've identified some common / recurring themes, and we're gonna talk about them. Just loud as shit, fuck it. I have in the script that I'm supposed to cut my hands over my mouth and shout feminism, but that's a lie, considering I'm in a classroom and there are cleaning ladies around. Maybe they'll shout too. Yeah, I don't wanna toot my own horn here, which, considering the nature of this video, is going to be something that's hard to avoid. But there have been a number of times on this channel where we have studied, prioritized, or otherwise considered the worldview and lived experiences of women, a theme I'm going to loosely call feminism. Video 3 was all about the Calm Behavior Collective, which is a Black feminist group, and how they went about stating their purpose. In video 11, the Horizon Zero Dawn video, we looked at themes like the recklessness of powerful, intelligent, egotistical men and the roles that women play in fostering and protecting humanity. In video 6, we looked at how Dolly Parton tells the story of Jolene and how she makes her man a tertiary character in all this emotional turmoil. And in video 5, we fixate on the Real Housewives of Atlanta's reunions and how they force the women to confront their own behavior or misbehavior. Now, not all of these are explicitly feminist themes or ideals, but they're still significant enough to warrant mention here. So here they are mentioned here. We're gonna move on. Jeans, hacky rapper, soccer, hacky soccer, cocky, khaki, jacket, jacker. Slap happy. What? Alright. Chance. Video 2, the first video I properly wrote, was all about Chance's music and how it chronicles his life. Then in video 10, we revisit Chance to talk about his begging Twitter for a kidney for his aunt. Further, in video 8, we examined Chance's song, Everybody's Something. Despite the Chance connection, these videos really have almost nothing in common. One is almost entirely Chance propaganda, and another, I'm a strict critic of his behavior. So the idea that this channel is in any way supposed to forward any one thesis about Chance isn't well-founded. We can move on to the next one. Okay, quick. What do videos 2, 8, 11, and 12 have in common? This is actually a hard one. You'd be excused if you didn't know the answer immediately. In video 2, we found similarities between the real life of Chance the Rapper and the music he makes. Thus, his work, this music, captures some aspect of his life, and we're allowed to engage with that. In video 8, I said that I think our best chance at understanding human experiences like love is to study and deconstruct how we depict these experiences in the things we create in our media. In video 11, I related the main themes of Horizon Zero Dawn, a completely fictional, 100% artificial creation, to real-life people and their real-life actions. In video 12, we looked at Logic's rap lyrics and used them to reverse engineer his worldview on race. In all of these videos, we took the themes, metaphors, or analogies of fictional works that need not reflect reality at all, and extrapolated them into the real world nonetheless. We find in these videos that our analysis of media can, does, and should bleed into analysis of the real world around us. All right, one more. For all of the themes we've talked about so far, I knew I was gonna find them before I started looking. But this last one is one I didn't identify until after I had wrote all the summaries I had talked about before. So here it is. It's not this, it's gonna be that. You'll recall in video 4 that we talked about the NFL and its treatment of its players who are mostly black. We pushed back on the blunt, undercooked conclusion that the NFL isn't slavery, and instead found that NFL ownership of players shares a lot of spooky similarities to white people's ownership of slaves in pre-Civil War America. In the Logic video, we touched on white supremacy and how our society immediately contextualizes the individual with their race. So this last theme is by no means a new discovery for me and probably for many of you watching, but it is fairly incendiary and it has come up more than once. So here she is. The NFL shows us that the long-term health and also thoughts and opinions, but the long-term health of these black men who power their operation and put money into their pockets is not worth more to them than the money that they put into their pockets. These executives, these owners, they're fine to see these men languish in their old age while simultaneously fighting back against criticism of their business model and pushing outright lies about the safety of the sport. During our broader discussion of racism in the Logic video and its description essay, we recognize that black people have, at all times in the history of this nation, had to endure the unyielding violence of white supremacy. Even if Logic's lyrics fail to underscore the existence of this structural racism inherent to society itself. Is this the point of Antoine and the Apocalypse? No. I mean, a little bit, but no. No, I don't think so. I mean, we've covered a lot in the span of a year, like I kind of popped off, but there's no way that we can synthesize all of these disparate themes into one final ultimate point, this channel's reason for existing. These themes of feminism, the struggles of being black, Chance the Rapper, these are all personal interests of mine. In other words, the crop of videos featured on Antoine and the Apocalypse are inherently biased by what the author cares to write about. So while this exercise can be useful for understanding some of the thinking that goes behind the construction of these videos, I don't think we're gonna answer our central question this way. Each video seems to be its own thing, and they're only tangentially related to others by broad categorizations. So maybe we should be asking a different question. Okay, I'd like to entertain an argument here for a second. Isn't this kind of weird? I mean, this kid records videos of himself talking to his phone, and then he uploads them to the internet and he tweets about it, puts up an Instagram story. He wants us to look at him a lot, huh? What if this whole thing is just a vanity project? All right, let's look at what we have here. What evidence is there to support the idea that this channel is just an opportunity for me to revel in my presentation of myself on a screen, on your screen. Well, I am heavily featured in almost every video. There are some videos where my face comprises like half of the shot for like every successive shot. It's Antoine all the way down. Sometimes there's this. This might be it for us. Sometimes there's this. A little piece of Death the Computer program. These men, and more importantly, their hubris, their self. And sometimes there's a noticeable bump in audience retention at this exact moment in the video, which is so funny. Yikes. The point of this vanity argument is that it's undeniable that I make myself, my human person, a significant component of the work. When you watch an Antoine and the Apocalypse video, your eyes are on me for 10 to 20 minutes at a time. And you're also likely to be unsubscribed because y'all don't love me. It's okay though, I work for the people. Could this somehow be the point? We'd be ignoring something though. These videos are more than just my appearance and presentation on a screen. Within the context of an Antoine and the Apocalypse video, I'm always there to tell or show you something. We're never just looking at me, except for maybe today, but today is weird. So aside the physical aspect of my presentation in these videos, there's also an intellectual component. I'm here to show you how smart I am. This, Antoine and the Apocalypse, is not so much a manifestation of my physical vanity as it is one of my intellectual vanity. Or, as a critic might put it, look at this dumb kid with his stupid hot takes. Further, let's take a second to think about the package in which this work is delivered. With the video format, I am behind every facet of the video. So not only did I write the words that you watch me say, and not only did I perform them in front of the camera, but I also compiled all of the clips that you get to see. I choose what you don't get to see. I choose what we don't talk about. The work that I do as editor isn't as immediately obvious as the writing and the performance, but its effect on the ultimate product is nonetheless profound. And it can be argued that my entire tenure as a YouTuber has just been me seeking attention or validation for my half-baked hot takes. Am I just in it for the likes? I should take this opportunity to say that I do want you to like this video. And I also want you to subscribe and also give me all of your money. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, now that I've advanced to vanity project theory, I like to say I don't think this works. The premise here is that I want you to look at me and I want you to listen to me speak and that I get to curate exactly how I look and sound. And yeah, I do want you to listen to me. But I don't resort to talking on camera because I love your gaze, but because it's the easiest way for me to run a video. And each video is constructed around its central topic and really nothing else, which the vanity theory doesn't explain at all. The vanity theory doesn't hold up when we consider that editor Antoine, with all of his power, explicitly edits to build to and conclude on answering some main question, not, as the vanity theory would suggest, just having me on screen talking as much as possible. Hell, I love talking as little as possible because this shit is a pain to put together all the time, and I have homework. So the vanity theory doesn't work, and it appears we've stumbled onto another idea again, that these videos, because of the diversity of the topics among them, cannot simply be lumped together and explained away with any one theory. These videos appear to each exist independently of one another. And I think this helps us frame our last question. What incites a video? We've been going on about this the wrong way all along. While trying to decipher the point of Antoine and the Apocalypse, we've been looking at its end products, when maybe we should be looking at the inception of these works. We've seen that these videos are so different that they defy group characterization. But by looking at their inception, ideally the root of their individuality, we find something remarkable and seemingly paradoxical. Antoine and the Apocalypse started when I ran into an obscure argument defending the Electoral College while working on a research paper. And it changed my thinking so much that I just had to explain it and share it with the world. And that underpins every video. There's some spark and something captivates me. I'm lured into writing a script, recording some clips, and uploading a video. And sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes it takes work. Sometimes I know there's something interesting about what I'm looking at, even if I can't yet seem to articulate it. And running into and getting over those problems usually yields a better video than I was ever expecting. I'm moving on. If Antoine and the Apocalypse has any point, it's my way of communicating with you something important. And that's whomever you are, whomever you may ever be. And with that, we stumble onto the second dimension of this meeting. My thoughts and opinions fuel the content on this channel. And when people engage with it, they're necessarily engaging with me. And this channel's reach extends well beyond my physical, personal environment. So no matter where I am or what I'm doing, someone can watch something on this channel and engage in some way with me and my thinking. In a way where I can't speak for myself, maybe these videos will. I think of Antoine and the Apocalypse the same way I think of papers I write for class. It's something I made, it's probably pretty good, and I probably stand by what I said in it. In the end, it's so simple as to almost be anticlimactic. It's just another form of authorship, some misguided attempt at immortality. What's up? This is the end of the video. You watched the whole video, and so sometimes I appear at the end of these videos and I'm like, thank you for watching the video. That was mad cool of you. And I'm gonna do it here because you watched this whole last video. It was something like 17 minutes. I don't have the final count here. But it was 17 minutes and you watched it and it was about me the whole time. And that's weird as hell. I'm sorry I put you guys through that. But it's over now. And I'm gonna make videos about other things and it's gonna be lit. We're gonna have a great time, which is why this brings me to my next point. You should subscribe, because once I get a lot of subscribers, then I'm gonna get hyped. And if I get hyped, it's over. If I get excited, like if I'm lit with this YouTube shit, it's over. I'm shutting everything down. I got some wine, so I'll calm down. I'm very calm now. Yeah, but thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you later.